All right, so good rising for June 30th, 2022. So today marks the 1 year anniversary of my brother Leland. Can you hear the American crow? So it marks the 1 year anniversary of my brother Leland transitioning back into the light. And this morning I wanted to connect with my brother in order to receive messages from him. And it has been magical already. So I asked him what color candle would he like me to light for him, and he said blue. So I have a blue burning candle in front of my television. Before I sat down to do a reading with him, I heard a Cooper's hawk calling in the neighborhood. And I said to my brother, are you going to give me a hawk feather today? Because the morning after my brother transitioned, I found a Cooper's hawk feather beside the Jesus statue that he had given to me in 2015 for Christmas. So I said, are you going to give me a Cooper's hawk feather today? Well, when I sat down to do the reading with him, he selected the Winged Enchantment Oracle card deck to give his first card. And what card did he give me? Okay, did you see the blue? Thank you, Leland. Oh, that was cool. He gave me the hawk card, right? Yes, you did. Thank you so much. And then when I said to him, are you going to come forward if I turn my camera on? He's like, yes. So before I started to turn the camera on, this American crow started calling. So I said, okay, my brother loves crows. So I said, all right, let's use the Urban Crow Oracle, and what card do you want to give me from that deck? And he gave me the card of Teamwork, which shows a hawk along with American crows. Now, when I went to the funeral home the day after he passed, there were two hawks circling above the mortuary, and I had intuitively believed that that was symbolic of brother and sister, me and him. So those were the two cards that I was gifted with to begin this day, to mark this anniversary. As I've often said, birds are messengers from spirit for me, and my brother used the cards this morning in order to communicate again and validate that symbolism, and that birds are, for me, as they were for him when he was in physical form, messengers, and he uses them now to speak with me. So that was pretty magical. I just had a beautiful light come down sideways, but I did not capture it. Well, Leland, I am looking for more magic as I move through this day with you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I just had another light come down. Didn't photograph it, Lee. So, thank you so much. This was lovely. I'm gonna start my day with feeding the critters out in the backyard because the squirrels and the birds are gonna be wanting some breakfast. So before I sign off for this moment, Leland, is there anything else that you would like to share? Interesting, I now have a dove cooing. That's unusual. So I've had a hawk call this morning, the crow call this morning, and now I've got a mourning dove. Pretty apropos morning, right? But I do not mourn on this day, I celebrate on this day. Celebrate and honor my brother. Okay, then thank you so much for coming forward for the cards, and let's see what else the day brings. So good evening for June 30th, 2022. So before I retire for the evening, I am going to make a personal request to my brother Leland, who left me a crow feather this evening in my front yard. Lee, do you want to come forward and acknowledge that you left that crow feather for me? Which has great significance because a year ago on this day when you made your transition back into the light, wow, purple. It was awesome. I found a crow feather underneath the magnolia tree by your front door. And I gave that feather to your grandson so that he would have it. And then when I came home from your house, I found a crow feather in my front yard. So here we are, a year later, and you left me a crow feather in my front yard. So I thought you would want to acknowledge that feather tonight. What do you think? That was great. It was so beautiful. Sparkling, twinkling, pulsating light. Oh, love the color. Loving the color. Bring on the color. Okay, what else do you want to show me? All right then. I send out love and blessings. Good night. Always going to take me over the crow feather. Are you going over the crow feather? Go over to the crow feather. Yep, I got the crow feather right next to my brother's picture, right on the top shelf, right-hand corner. Oh, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Magic. Thank you, Leland. Love to you.